Mr. President,
Chair recognizes the senator from Oregon.
since yesterday afternoon, Democrats have held this floor to ring the alarm bells across the United States of America about the nomination of Russell Vought to lead the Office of Management and the Budget. Russ Vought may not be as famous as Donald Trump's other nominees, but as you've heard from so many Democrats, Radical Russ is Donald Trump's most dangerous nominee. He is the mastermind behind Project 2025. And following that script, he proudly breaks the law, he proudly violates the Constitution, and he proudly seeks to gut programs for ordinary American families to deliver trillions in tax giveaways to the richest Americans. Russell Vought's dead-of-night directives to freeze government payments have already sowed massive damage across our nation to programs for health care and housing and education and children. And then just today, I learned that the Bureau of Land Management is ordering small businesses to cease and desist all work for forest management, thinning the forests, doing prescribed burns to prevent massive forest fires from burning down our cities. That is literally Trump and Russ Vought playing with fire. The American people are angry about this sweeping authoritarian coup. They are calling our offices. 2,000 Oregonians called my office yesterday. Thousands of people showed up to my 9 town halls over the last 2 weekends. They're asking tough questions. How is it possible that Donald Trump could order dead-of-night directives that cut off funding for all the programs that help families get on their feet and thrive and get to the middle class, addressing child nutrition and affordable housing and health care? How is it possible that Trump can break the law to fire 17 inspector generals who protect the American people from executive branch corruption? How is it possible Trump can break the law to fire a member of the National Labor Relations Board who protects workers' rights? How is it possible Trump can dismantle USAID, which provides food and medicine and humanitarian aid around the world? How is it possible Russ Vought and President Trump can send Elon Musk groupies to access sensitive programs, accessing our data regarding Social Security payments and Medicare payments and veterans benefits and the tax records of every single American? This breach of privacy by Big Brother government is an extraordinary threat to the security of every single citizen. Now, Radical Russ has a 3-part plan for America. Gut programs for working families, borrow trillions from the Treasury, give massive tax giveaways to the very richest Americans. This is the robber baron script. Take from ordinary families to give more to the best off. This is the opposite of what Trump campaigned on helping families, and now that he's in office, the campaign is giving way to, instead, Project 2025, which is about government of the billionaires, by the billionaires, for the billionaires. That's why the Democratic members of the Budget Committee asked to delay the vote on sending his nomination here to the floor, because we wanted to find out. We asked questions about what he was doing already over at the Office of Management and Budget when he hadn't been confirmed yet, holding meetings and sending out directives. He wouldn't answer those questions, so his file is incomplete. So we said, hold off for 2 weeks. But the Budget Committee chair refused to hold off and make sure that the file was complete. And then we said, we'll at least hold the meeting in public so we can share our thoughts back and forth, and the public can come in and witness it and see our arguments about why he should or shouldn't be voted to send to the floor. And instead, the meeting was held in private. So that was why we were so concerned then, and as you've heard from 41 Democrats over the last 30 hours, why we're so concerned now with the philosophy and actions of Radical Russ Vought. We are working day and night, fighting for working families, fighting for the Constitution, and fighting to stop this sweeping authoritarian takeover. To my friends across the aisle, Radical Russ wants to steal the power of the purse given to Congress in this Constitution, our Constitution, and give it to Donald Trump to decide what is and isn't funded. Radical Russ wants to steal the power to write laws given to Congress in the Constitution and give it to Donald Trump to rule by executive order and presidential fiat. And Radical Russ has attacked the Constitution before. Remember, he is the force that said, let's stop payments to Ukraine, that got President Trump into trouble in his first administration. We here have taken an oath to defend the Constitution. For working Americans, for all Americans, join us in voting no, because Radical Russ is dangerously unfit for public office.
President.